welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. It's Friday. I hope we all had an amazing day. Let me know in the comments. Thank you all for joining in. Please give this video a massive thumbs up so that we have more people joining in. Let me also know where you're from so that I can say hello. Yes. So let's have more people joining while I get ready. I'm ready, of course, before I started, but let's just get more people to join in. So, yeah, as we all know, before we move forward with a new class, we would have to go over what we did previously. So, we're going to start with that. Yeah. So, on Wednesday here, I made wire bracelets. This pretty wire bracelet. I made a video, a short. You guys should go see it, please. Okay, yes, beautiful colors. So if you were here on Wednesday, you would know how these were made. They're really pretty, and we made 4 of them. We made 4 of them, yes, on Wednesday, and it was great. So please do well to subscribe to the channel if you like to see bead designs, bead work. You would enjoy it here. Yeah, give this video a thumbs up so that we have more people joining and more people can see the amazing work that's going on here. All right, thank you so much. Thank you in advance. We have 2 likes now. Please, can I get more likes? Thank you. So for today, we're doing something quite easy as well. So you all know that I come here to share simple bead designs that you can do by yourself. You can do it once you get your materials. Not something that's gonna do too much to your pocket, just something that you buy the bead, buy the little tools, and yeah, you get the job done. So today, for the project that I'm going to be working on soon, I'm going to be putting all of these beads in a fishing line. All right, this is a very simple beading technique, and you can make it with any size of bead, like pretty much any size of bead. All you need to do is get your fishing line, the desired size, is, and you just go along with it. Hi, Mike. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So I'm going to be working with a very full fishing line. I've used a bit of this, so I want a new one. These are size 50. Oh, this is 35 and it's quite full. So I'm going to be working with that. So this is me carrying you all along in the forthcoming projects that I have. Eating Africa. So yes, once you get your fishing line, you're not going to be cutting. Like, you're not going to be cutting this. All you need is your fishing line and your needle. It's a needle work. I have a longer needle for this job, but I need to find it. So before we get to that, I also like to show you guys these cute beads I got. I got them for making bracelets. So here they are. I opened them. So on Fridays, I like to show you guys types of beads, just so you can feed your imagination. So when it comes to creativity, like opening up your mind to making new designs would come easy when you have like inspirations of the kind of beads that exist. So it's easier to get creative when you know that, oh, there is this kind of bead, there is that. Oops, sorry. So it's really good to like get inspirations. So I got it in 3 colors because I'm going to be making some bracelets with them. So blue, purple, pink. So if you need bracelets, you can send a DM to Beads in Africa to get yours. And then some accessories. Some accessories for bracelets as well. Bracelets and chains, really pretty ones. They're really pretty. So yes. So once you have once you've seen a lot of bead accessories and kinds of bead that we have, being creative is much more easier. Do you understand? So we'll start off with this size of needle. And then bring in the longer one. So once you add your needle to the fishing line, you don't do anything to it. You just keep it aside and start feeding the fishing line. You just start feeding the fishing line. Maybe a scissors. So I'm going to be finishing off this bag. So that's why I poured quite a lot. So you can get a tool to get this done. There is a little spinning tool that helps with this, but I don't have that here. And because we're working with fishing line, I don't want to do too much. I just go on with the, let's say, traditional way of doing things. Hi Chuchu, hi. Thank you for joining. Please give this video a thumbs up and share with friends so we have more people joining. Thank you Chuchu. So like you all know, while I'm working, I share tips and tools and information that help you get your bead work done and done efficiently. So like I said, I have a longer fishing line, longer needle to do this. This is the short one. You can work with whichever, but the longer ones are faster because of course you have more beads in. So I'm going to be doing this with all of the fishing line. So you just keep doing this and try to make sure that the fishing line doesn't tangle. This particular beading technique can help you do a lot of bead designs. Like I always say, whatever bead technique I share here, whatever beading technique I share here can be used to get various bead designs done. So you just have to be creative, learn, practice, open your mind to make mistakes and correct them. Yeah. So we'll keep doing this until we get the desired length. So while I'm going to continue this project, I'm going to show a wider view of what doing this would look like. Of course, this is just one angle, and this is just a really tiny view, because controlling this fishing line is such a hassle. Imagine finishing off all these fishing line and making sure that it doesn't tangle. It takes a lot of space, it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of controlling. So in as much as feeding this fishing line is easy, it's something that requires technique to do. Thank you so much. Chuchu say this is so educational, guys. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Please subscribe. That would be a lot of encouragement. You can share with friends who you know would love to learn a new skill, and whoever enjoys watching art and craft. So like I was saying, if this bead feeding requires a lot of technique. So let me remove my card on this one. So it requires a lot of controlling and patience to do. If I have questions or feedbacks, please let me know if you have any question. Please let me know. I'm trying to... So whenever you're working with your bead and you find it difficult to like pull out your needle, just work with your flat nose. It's that simple. Definitely should find my long needle so that I get this done faster. Pink Queen says, I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I'm trying to like pull up more space in the fishing line so that more bead into. That's why you see the line moving. So we have quite a number in already. So if of course you want to do this and you don't want to use this method, you can work with a spinner. So that spinner will help you get more beads in faster. I've not necessarily tested how efficient the spinner can be, but one thing you know for sure is a good technique always works. Okay, so I'm not using spinner because of this design is one special one. Okay, so I don't want to ruin it because I want to work faster. So that's one lesson to learn again. If you want to be efficient at work, it doesn't always mean that you'll be as fast. Okay, beading is slow art already, so you don't need to like push it too much. So you just make sure you know what technique is best, and you work with that. So like I said, I'm making sure that I don't tangle the fishing line. So see how far we've come. Yeah. So this is called bead feeding. So you're feeding the fishing line. If you have questions for me, please let me know. Any question on beadwork, I'll be so glad to answer. Pink Queen says, I love your video and I like and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you. Hi. Hi, Lily. Thanks for joining. Please give this video a thumbs up. I'm doing amazing. How about you? Pink Queen says, your video is so nice. Thank you so much. I'm looking through the comments, so if you have questions, I'll be able to see. Of course, this particular design is not, it doesn't require much focus. It requires focus, but not as much, so that I'm able to like see questions today. So the only thing to be careful for here is avoiding your needle from piercing you. Apart from that, it's okay. There is no adding one or two here. It's just feeding the fishing line. Let's get more fishing line because Didi says nice beads. Thank you so much. So I want you guys to see how much beads we have now. So those are how much we've had. So I need to keep filling this up. So you try to always get your bead heaped up like this. Do not flatten it out because it helps you get your bead in faster. So if you're joining in for the first time, I'd like to let you know that I had these tutorials on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So make sure to stick around, always join in. You definitely learn a thing or two. So this is a repetitive work and it will have you working with just one arm, and just know that it takes patience. You don't rush it so that everything goes smoothly. One rule I have with beadworks, and I tell my students, once you're tired, just pack it up. Do not try to do more than you more than you know that your strength can carry, because most times when you decide to, people will say overdo, that would cause a lot of mistakes, and you can't do that with beadwork, because one mistake, you're starting all over again. And I mean all over again, like I mean all over again. So hard work is key. You need to, like, sometimes go extra mile, but when you understand that you are tired, like you have that mental block, if I would say, just quit trying and just take a break. Take a break, come back to it, and come back fresh. It goes a long way to help you do a good job. So that's it. You guys still see my hand? Okay. I need you guys to also see how far we've come with. Oh my god. I have them rolling off the table already. So I'm going to show you guys now. Chuchu says I'm back. Welcome back. So this is how much we have now. It's looking pretty. We're making progress. So just keep feeding. We have 8 likes now. Thank you all so much. I really, really do appreciate the like, the comments, the subscriptions. Thank you. Okay, before now, I was thinking of, I have different designs to obviously share, but sometimes I'm like, oh, which one should I go with for today? Like, which one? And for some reason, I just decided to do this because, yeah, I want to start off with the less complicated ones. Beadwork can be complicated depending on the design. But like I said, I like to also teach designs that you can play around with, especially as a beginner. To really help with giving you a solid foundation before complicated designs. So, because one thing that you know is that if the foundation is not right, it would be very difficult to go through with like that stage where you have to like put in more work. So just imagine I want to teach a design that requires this method and you've not seen this before. Like you just be like, okay. So it's the reason why you have ABCs before spelling, before making sentences. So yeah, I'm choosing to show you guys foundational designs that just helps you like build strong foundation for your beadwork. So back to this, if you have your beads with using, just make like a kind of hip so that you can get the beads into your needle faster. Oma Brickley B says, well done, well done, thank you. So we're getting ahead. I'd have to pull. We have a little tiny rope remaining, so I need to push these beads down so that I get more fishing line. I'm trying as much to make sure that this fishing line doesn't get stuck or make a knot. Yeah, I think that's good. For this project, you work a lot with your arm. You would lift your hand so much, it will almost look like an exercise. You need to see how far. I'm getting this fishing line up just to make space for the beads that are in already. One of the things that for the design I have in mind to do is that I like to do it in sections. So over the years, working on design on different levels, be design, graphic design, UI UX, one of the things that I've just seen that would really help you anywhere is working in sections. Like I was doing something today and I thought of it and I'm like, that's true. Of course, what that would help you do, like one strong advantage is that if you work in sections, it will mean that if there is a mistake, for instance, now while doing this, let's use this as an example. Why making this, instead of making it at once and all of them are so connected to each other, what you do is make this, make this, make this, make this, and just fix them all together. So for instance, if you now have an issue with this, you just bring out this. You just bring out this and replace it instead of like destroying the entire thing. I don't know if you guys understand. So that's how I'm thinking of it. So normally, depending on how far you want to go with your bead, you'd have to fill this entire fishing line, like all of it. If you're a beader, you understand how far you're going to finish a single fishing line. So if instead of like doing that in a straight line, like what I'll do is make them in quantities, cut, and have them in one large quantities, I don't know if you guys understand, but even if you don't, do not worry. I'm going to make a video to explain that. Okay? Yeah. This is so nice. Imagine doing your actual work life. So before I go, I would try looking for my longer needle. So I show you guys how it looks. So if you want to do this, you decide the length of needle that you want. There are different sizes and lengths of fishing line needle, I mean. So if you are doing this, it's good to work with the longer ones, but the one I have is quite long. If I'll be using that, then I'll be working with a larger tray because the size is like very, very long. I'll show you guys all these things. Just stick with me. Just stick with me. If you're just joining, please give this video a thumbs up. I share beautiful, beautiful bead design tutorials here, inspiration tips, and things you need to know about beadwork generally. So you'd love it here if you love bead. If you love beadwork and all the experience that comes with it. You know, sometimes when you decide to keep something safe and then you now keep it and you cannot remember where you kept it. I'm trying to remember where I kept the needle because I'd like to show you guys before I finish off today. It's not here. Let me just keep. I'm thinking about it. I just looked in a few places now and it's not there. So because it's a needle, I like to keep it in the safest place possible so that I was born to win. I was born to win in Christ. I am not defeated, no matter what I see. I will always win. Whatever comes my way, I would always win. What is worship without you, Maker? Who am I without you, Abba? What a love you love me, Yoba. So yeah, I would keep doing this until we get to a good place. So the pace at which I pick that my needle catches the beads are quite reduced, so I need to put more so that it goes faster. This is how much we have now. So to be way faster now because we have more beads. So one thing that I would also like to share with this experience, like I said, I have so many designs that I could have shared today, but I decided to share this one. But of course, I didn't find my needle, the long needle that I was looking for, and I decided to use this one because I trust myself. I knew I was going to still pull off the bead feeding by still using this one. But it just goes to say, do not stop yourself because the things that you need, like the best of the best that you need, is not yet available. Just work with what you have, because of course I wouldn't have gotten 9 likes and the views I've gotten now, and then the people who have joined in, the people who have commented that I met. Yeah, just work with what you have now. Even as a bidder, if there are beads that you like to buy and you cannot get it yet, do not be discouraged. Work with what you have, create magic with the little that you have, and with that you'd be able to get that one which you want. Yes. Sorry, I hit my tripod while trying to pull the fishing line. that bead was definitely going to break because that was a really tiny bead, and that was why it was had to go through the needle. So if that was a design that required that bead to go in, that would have been like a setback. You'd have to like get another one. So my battery is quite low, and I have to go. So for the last time, for the purpose of tutorial, I'm showing you all. I'm going to look for the needle, and just give me a minute. Okay, I found them. They're quite long. They're quite long. You'll see what I'm saying? They're so long. So it was where I thought it would be. There are just few places where I try to like keep the needle so that it does not pierce anybody. While working, you have to be safety conscious. So see how long it is. And like I said, if I want to use it for this job, I will be needing a bigger tray. Like I will be using a bigger tray instead of this one. And just imagine. So their sizes like this, their longer sizes like this. Different sizes. You just work with the one that you love. Yes. So I would be ending this video here today because my battery is low, and yeah, I don't want this to go off all of a sudden. So thank you all so much for joining me here for over 50 minutes. You guys have been with me. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate the likes, the comments, the subscriptions, the shares. Thank you all. I do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So do well to join me if you want to see more bead tutorials, tips, and inspirations. Yes, join me on this beautiful ride because I have so much, so much to share. Sometimes I'm even confused on which one to go for. But one thing that I know is that this particular period, this season is for beginners. I like you all to learn foundational designs that would give you an advantage for really complicated designs, and also a boost for creativity, because like I said, it only takes doing the little things to like push you over to do things that would like shake you. All right, so yeah, thank you. Do have a good night rest and an amazing day today. It's a minute to 12. Yeah, an amazing day today. God bless you all. Bye.